14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, you guys. Good morning. I don't know if everyone can hear us. I hope so. Let us know in the chat. I don't know if this is happening. I'm waiting for confirmation. Oh, I think we're good.
We're good, Maddison.
I think we're good. Wow. This is
good.
2020 quarantine edition. I know we're not supposed to say that, but a lot happening.
A lot happening, Maddison.
Courtney, doesn't Courtney look so professional, everybody?
Listen, I'm trying.
Really does. Okay, yay. Everyone can see us. We hear you. They can see us loud and clear. You guys, I will be doing the tea, looking at the chat from my phone. Courtney's going to too, because we have a lot going on our screens. It's a lot happening, but we also have a lot of good tea, so yay. We, of course, are going to talk about this Khloe Kardashian story. She's actually commenting herself on the rumors with Tristan Thompson. We're also talking about Idris Elba. We're talking about Emilia Clarke, so Game of Thrones fans, get excited. We're talking about Loughlin, Jay Charles saying he has corona, Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom, Niall Horan, my husband, Nicki Minaj, Ariana Grande. We got some Selena and Justin, and a very full Car Dinner tea time.
Ooh, girl, I'm ready. I'm ready, girl.
Courtney, I miss you already. I'm having separation anxiety.
I know, this is so weird because I'm used to sitting next to you, but like on my side here, it's just a window. Also, y'all, if y'all hear like any like noises like it's the maintenance around my neighborhood. You know, they don't care about the virus, they care about cutting grass. So just wanted to let you guys know. I've already yelled at them outside my window. Madison heard.
I did. I can attest that Courtney absolutely yelled at them. If you hear any dogs barking, that's my building. I just, sometimes the canines get a little stressed and upset, and they just need to vocalize it. And so this is just, honestly, you guys, every day we're going to get better. It's going to be trial and error. It's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of us hanging out, and just kind of going through these growing pains together. So we apologize now for any technical difficulties. We're really going to try to work through it. Leo is here as well. He's just unable to speak. Courtney and I honestly can't hear him either. So
at all.
You guys, we're kind of how you guys are every single day. But we are communicating with him as best we can. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes, Caitlin said, so thankful that we're still doing the tea. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Today is your son Gabriel's second birthday. We're celebrating in quarantine. But it's St. Patrick's Day, and Courtney's not wearing green.
Listen, you said this chair, this green moment counted. I'm gonna count it, y'all. Don't pinch me.
I got my socks, everybody. I got my socks.
Come on, St. Patty souls.
Acrobatics already. I also see we missed somebody. We have Jakara. Hi guys, I'm so happy that we still get to have the tea. I'm ready for the tea, guys. Yes, same. So are we. Thank you, Jakara. Thank you for being here with us. And yes, it is so different, but you guys, we just got to roll with the punches. It is a totally wild time right now, and we're just trying to keep up with it.
It's like I said before we went live, Madison, I feel like a professional YouTuber now. Like, this is always kind of like what I wanted to do, but like I just didn't have the motivation to do so. So, when the whole world decides to, cough out a lung, then work says, girl, well, look, let's do it. And here we are.
I feel like I was never meant to be a professional YouTuber for this situation. Like, if you guys could have seen me trying to get the ring light, the computer propped up with a microphone, like, I literally look like a 98-year-old woman trying to figure out an iPhone. Like, I'm struggles to funk. But that's okay. We got on. So that's good.
Madison, literally, the way my setup is, it just sits in my living room like this. So I just came and plugged in an extension cord, and it all just went. It's like the Batcave where like Bruce Wayne just like turns on a light, and then you just see like all the stuff. That's what I feel like. People are always so confused when they come to my house because it's like my living room, and then it's just like a full setup, like right beside my sectional.
Because you're securing the bag and socializing at the same time.
Exactly. When you want to pregame, then, it's time for photos. Here's the light and the ring light.
Oh, see, you always are thinking about the gram. Always.
Yes,
also, we got to shout out Rochelle. Hello. Thank you so much. Hi. And I see you guys all in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in and definitely being here with us. Patricia said, thank you for serving the tea during quarantine. I'm sorry if there's any technical difficulties, you guys. We're working on it. This is definitely going to be a trial and error situation. I know some of you are saying it's lagging. But just know that we're doing our best. We are doing everything we can to make the tea as normal, but also still fun and kind of quarantine vibes as possible.
Gabby, I just want to let you know that I see you in the chat, and I just want to let you know, yes, ma'am, the tequila is here.
Oh, yes, same. I have my tequila right here too, guys. Trust us. You think that we're going to stop celebrating Tequila Tuesday just because we're doing the morning tea from our homes? Oh.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No ham. Oh my God, yours is a cute little miniature.
Yeah, it's like the little fun size, girl.
Oh my God, I love that. Is yours chilled as well?
Girl, in the freezer, she don't ever come out, girl.
Oh, yes, and good stuff too, Patron. Absolutely.
I'm so
I poured mine from the bottle. Okay, so fun fact, Tea Tribe. Over to my left that you guys can't see, I have an entire bar cart set up with a wine rack and lots of libations. And I showed Courtney last night and he was like, yeah, Maddison, not work appropriate. We can't do it. But it is all over here. So the big bottle of tequila is just right in my peripherals.
I was saying for work, inappropriate. Now, if you wanted to start Madison's baddie TV watch party, then that's the perfect setup. Because then you teach the boys and girls of the world how to make a good cocktail and then get relaxed for their viewing pleasure.
That's true. And good snacks. I always make sure I have the snacks. Don't worry, everyone. Snacks are here as well. Courtney and I prepared. We are ready to go. We definitely got this. We had Tony saying, greetings, how are we? We're okay. Honestly, my anxiety has been at about 100 out of 10 recently, especially today, trying to get all of this going. But I'm trying to stay calm and be positive for all of you guys. I'm happy that Courtney's here. We have each other. We all have each other. So I feel like that kind of helps.
I have wanted a situation like this, not the corona, but an excuse to not leave my house and still feel like I'm serving my purpose for the longest time. So I am living for this. The fact that I just woke up, took a shower, came downstairs and was like, work. It was a good feeling. I'm sad and I'm worried because outside of this, it's all chaos. But knowing that I can just sit down and offer you guys the distraction, hang out with Madison it's a normal day is everything.
Exactly. I love it. Also, I want to shout out Amber May. She said, who cares if it's lagging? At least they're here. And exactly, you guys, we're trying to be here for you all. Just bear with us. Please bear with us. And please shout out Hit It Leo. He is on the other side of this. He cannot speak. He can't even speak to Courtney and I, like I said earlier, if you missed it. But he is still here. He's making sure that we're going to make sure you guys get your receipts and everything. So send him some love in the chat as well. And if it looks like I'm looking at my phone, I'm just trying to communicate with y'all. That's all I'm doing. I feel like I have so many things happening. But let's go ahead and pour up the tea. Kick it off.
Okay.
You got your tea. I have my coffee with my mug that says, be the Leslie Knope of whatever you do. Parks and Rec fans. Courtney, I love that mug. That is so cute.
I love a good ceramic.
I'm obsessed. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Pour it up. Pour it up, pour it up. That's how we found out. It's literally like at the table. I love it. Cheers. Virtual cheers, everybody. Sure. Virtual cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
No one saw that.
We're working through it. We also have Shantae saying, love y'all. So glad you're here. Don't care about the technical difficulties. Can we all call this TNN coined by Wesley? TNN. Yes. TNN. Yes, Wesley. This is TNN. Thank you. Thank you. But we're going to kick it off talking about Idris Elba. He is the latest celeb to have been tested positive for coronavirus. He posted a video about it on his Instagram page explaining that he's actually felt no symptoms, but he got tested after finding out that he was exposed to it. He's been in isolation since he found out he has the virus, and he reminded everyone that this is serious, and if you're feeling ill or have been exposed to, please get tested. Wild. Idris Elba.
Very wild, Madison. And the thing that I think is the scariest, right, is the fact that like Idris was making it known that he had no symptoms. You know, people like to say like, well, I don't feel sick, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to twerk in the beach and go to Disney World, this, that, and the third. But what people don't realize is that you can pass it on to someone or you could have it and not even know.
Exactly. That's why I'm actually so happy he shared his story, because I feel like Idris is like the millennials, except he actually took the precautions and got tested and now is staying inside. Whereas like a lot of young people, like you said, are just like, it's fine. Yeah. And it's like, hello, no, it's not. Also, Idris Elba, I do love him. He's in one of my favorite movies ever, This Christmas, a movie that
everyone's obsessed
refuses to watch. Now, I wouldn't say it's his most, notable role, but as OG Idris fans, we got it.
Is it better than Obsessed?
Okay. I wouldn't say it's better than Obsessed. I would say it's different.
Okay.
Because it's like a Christmas family movie, you know?
Yeah, and Idris was running from Ali Larter and Obsessed. Yeah, I remember.
Right, exactly. And he was married to Beyonce, so fun. Okay, let's move on and talk about Emilia Clarke. This is for Game of Thrones fans. This is Courtney and I just doing a service for everyone because, as you know, we did not watch Game of Thrones.
We didn't slay the dragons with y'all on that one.
We did not. But you guys remember when the season finale or the series finale aired, everyone was super upset about it. They posted a petition to get people to sign for them to go redo. You and I felt like that was ridiculous. TBT. But now she did an interview with the Sunday Times, and she actually felt for all of the fans who were upset, and she did talk about the ending. She said that she felt for her character, and she was annoyed that Jon Snow didn't have to deal with anything. She said that he literally got away with murder, and then she also admitted that they could have drawn out that last season. She said that they definitely crammed a little too much in, which I think a lot of people will feel vindicated about. But she also just felt for you guys. She was not very happy that the fans were not happy, because she's like, ultimately, they're the ones who made us famous. And it kind of did hurt my feelings that they weren't happy about the ending.
I feel bad because although, like you said, we don't watch Game of Thrones, I know a lot of people that do. And almost all of those people unanimously agreed without knowing one another that the last season felt kind of rushed.
Right.
Do y'all feel that way, T-Tribe? I don't watch, but I know from experience that like sometimes as a show goes on and on and on, the writers just sort of like, it somewhat feels like sometimes they just take a dart and throw two darts, one character and then another at like a mishap, and then the writing is all over the place. You know what I mean? So it does suck. It always sucks for the fans.
Music lovers saying yes, it was rushed AF. Wesley said I would be annoyed too if a boring man as Jon Snow had killed me. Then Georgina said I love her for that. So I feel like everyone is kind of happy that Emilia was honest. And I feel like anything you say, even if it is kind of rude, it just sounds nicer in a British accent.
I agree. I love a good British accent.
Like, I just feel like if she's like, yes, I found it very annoying that Jon Snow didn't have to deal with anything, if it was one of us, it'd be like, it was annoying that Jon Snow didn't have to deal with anything, but she says it and it sounds nice.
I was so over it. Ugh. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. When you say it in a British accent, it sounds like, to me anyway, a little bit wealthier.
Yes.
Like it just has a little bit more couth to it.
A little more expensive and exquisite, if you say.
Just a pinch.
And then we have Lee saying, Emilia Clarke is such a wonderful woman. I haven't watched Game of Thrones past season 5, but I love her. So yeah. And then we also have Paola saying, it was rushed because the writers had another project. It's not fair. Ooh.
Is that the tea?
Whoa, I didn't know
that. Next project giving them the coin? Was that what it is?
Really messed up. I'm not about that life. You got to finish what you started.
And well.
Thank you.
The same way you start should be the same way you finish.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on, you guys, and talk about Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky. Sorry, that had to have sounded disgusting with this microphone face. I'm sorry. So, another parent in the college admissions scandal pled guilty this week. They took a deal which included a $250,000 fine and 90 days in jail. Now, that of course brings attention to Lori Loughlin, who is set to go to trial later this year, and a lawyer spoke to Hollywood Life about what this could mean for her case. The lawyer claims that if Lori doesn't follow suit and plead guilty, she would not be in a position to make any demands when it comes to her sentence. Although they don't think that the judge will let this new case kind of influence his decision, and essentially this lawyer sounds like they're probably going to find her guilty, and now she's really screwed herself because she can't ask for anything in regards to her sentencing.
Maddison.
Yes.
Why Lori couldn't just go to jail? Or, like, why couldn't Lori just say sorry and, like, pay a coin and keep pushing?
Like, Felicity did it and she's fine.
I just don't understand, like, why you have to lose it all because of pride. Because that's what I kind of feel like it's about. It's like a pride thing. Like, you want to feel as though you're above it. I didn't do anything wrong. I really didn't realize I did anything wrong. The whole world is telling you, hey, you did something wrong. At the end of the day, I feel like whether you don't understand all the way or not, you should just apologize, especially if it's something dealing with the law, and especially if it's something that could send you away for a very long time.
Exactly. And the T-Tribe's not feeling sorry for her at all. We have Personal Diagnostics said, don't feel sorry for Lori. # sorry, not sorry. We have Zarina saying exactly. And then Petitness said Massimo made her say not guilty, which we did hear that as well, but which is her husband, for everyone who doesn't know. But I feel like at a certain point, you have to just be like, we've got to plead guilty. Like, we're not getting out of this.
It's like, what more does it take?
Right.
Like, what else?
Exactly.
It's so sad that, like, when I personally think of the legacy of Full House, my mind will immediately go to that now.
I know.
And
now I feel like it's over. Like, her reputation, unfortunately, like, I feel like Felicity, well, yes, people still look down upon her. Hers can potentially be saved in the future. But Lori, now that she didn't own up to her actions, I feel like everyone's over her.
I agree. And honestly, I'm kind of over her too, especially, you know what did it for me, like I've said in the past, it was the whole, when the case first started, when she was out blowing kisses and signing autographs and cheesing and all of that, that kind of stuff, it's just a little bit off-putting.
Yeah, you really have been against her since that, I feel like.
I have been, because I feel like pride will be the death of anyone. You get what I'm saying? Why can't you just say sorry? No,
you're exactly right. Now you're going to be even more mad with this next story. James Charles, everyone, is claiming to have had and beat coronavirus. So he sent out a tweet, and I'm going to pull it up for you guys because we, again, our assets, our hidden Leo is having some technical difficulties that happen here. I'm going to pull it up for you. So here is that is a lot happening there. But there's the James Charles tweet, okay? And he said, remember at New Year's when I was literally sick for a month and a half straight? I've never been that sick for that long. All the symptoms I was dealing with matched those of COVID-19. I'm convinced that I already had corona and beat it. This whole thing is so scary. James, I just
wish he didn't tweet that.
Thank you.
That's how I feel. I just wish that he didn't tweet that.
Everyone is like, what the F?
Everyone now is going to be like, well, that would be the same thing as Maddison. For those of you watching, that would be like, if you remember at the end of November, like last year, when I was out for those couple of days, that would be like me coming back today and being like, girl, and meaning it seriously. Being like, Maddison, you know, I really think I had the corona, girl. I had the Rona. I caught it. But I'm good now, girl. I'm going to the beach. Where's the beach? Like, you know what I mean? It's just... it's another thing to sort of like attract attention. You know what? That's how it comes off to me. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel too. I feel like it's very attention seeking.
Exactly.
Very attention seeking.
We know James loving some attention.
Yes, I want to shout out Dai Diaz. Hi guys, my clinic is closed so I can see y'all, and I have Bay, Emmanuel, watching to stay safe. Hello, Emmanuel. You're gonna have to bear with us if this is your first time watching the tea. Don't judge us yet. You just, you know, this is all new for us too. So just don't judge us yet.
This is a special edition version.
Yes, special edition. It's like a special edition week.
I agree. Yes, Maddison. Yes.
And potentially longer. We don't know.
And potential. It's a special edition period.
Special edition period. It's the slumber party edition. Woo woo. But yes, I completely agree. I think James Charles was totally out of line. Of course, there were some people who were in the replies like, oh my God, I was thinking that when I saw everything about Corona that you might have had it back then and how you were so sick, but we're so happy you feel better. And I'm like, why are we encouraging this situation?
Yeah, I'm like, all you're doing is just giving him the attention that he seeks.
Exactly.
And it's like, why?
I was so annoyed when I saw that. I was like, oh, Courtney's going to feel this.
It's because it's James Charles, you know what I mean? And we all know that he's like attention seeking, and I don't include myself, but people always seem to like fall into it and then be mad when people figure out that it's like an attention thing. And people are just so righteously giving it to him.
Right. I completely agree. And yes, I just want to address this. Trine, we are in our homes. If you guys are just tuning in and you haven't been keeping up, so Courtney and I will be doing the morning tea like this. Right now, we don't know really how long. We are working from home. We're being safe in the midst of all of this, you guys. So this is what the morning tea is going to look like. We're going to be working through some technical difficulties, but as long as we all get to talk every day, we're good. Also want to shout out Shantae Smith. Y'all, they said no gatherings of more than 10 people, and look at us having a full tea party of 560 people. Hashtag Tea Tribe Corona 2020. Absolutely, Shantae. We are being safe and being social and having fun.
The social distancing jumped out, girl.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. Okay. So we know that they had to postpone their wedding because it was supposed to be in Japan. Now, last we heard, Orlando was totally cool with it. Katy, on the other hand, is really disappointed. A source told Hollywood Live that it's not something that she was looking forward to. However, they do have a plan B. Katy now wants to do something private at their home, like sooner rather than later, and then have a big celebration, like a big party in Japan once everything calms down.
All right. Katy, listen. All Katy needs to worry about right now is that her baby is healthy and safe and stay in the bed with the door closed. She don't need to worry about Tokyo. She don't need to worry about viruses unless it's affecting her fetus. Girl, Tokyo will be fine, girl.
And honestly, why go to Tokyo if you can't go to Tokyo Disney right now? I mean, I'm sure not everyone will agree, but that's where Courtney and I feel.
Absolutely. That's how I feel. There's no way I'm going to Japan and I'm not going to Disney. That's a waste of a trip to me.
Same. That Disney, I'm sorry, out of this world. All right. Yes. Okay, let's talk about Niall Horan, a.k.a. my future husband. Okay. Although this is not the best news that you want to hear about your future husband, it's fine. So a new interview with The Fault, Niall Horan opened up about how he's a bad communicator in relationships. He said that he struggles to talk about things and he doesn't like to let things build up, but it happens, and songwriting is a way for him to let it out, but it can often happen too late. He also said his one fault is that he's bad at being a celebrity, but it's because he doesn't think of himself as one, which I find super attractive. And he said, quote, I'm a normal fella with the same faults as everybody else.
Okay, so Niall is a boy.
A man. He's a man.
Okay, he's a man. I didn't mean it in like to like dehumanize him, but like he's just like your regular average like boy you'd see in the mall and like whatever. Niall, talk about your feelings. Honestly, all I heard was that Niall is passive aggressive, which isn't a bad thing. It's just something to work on. You know what I mean?
But passive aggressive. Oh, you know I don't do well with those people.
And listen, y'all. I know it's cliche. It's very something you've heard before. If you cannot communicate, you will lose your friends and you won't even come close to a relationship. I promise you that. If you can't talk to someone, then what do you have?
I completely agree. I'm like, that's great that you have songwriting, but I feel like you should also be able to talk it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like very immature, in my opinion, to not be able to like discuss how you're feeling. I think that's just also too like a long-standing thing with men. They feel like they can't talk about their feelings, and it's ridiculous.
It's because, Maddison, a lot of us have been sort of like conditioned to feel like showing emotion is like a sign of weakness.
Right.
You know, you're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to like appear to be weak because you're supposed to be like protective. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. And
it doesn't make it right. I just wish more men were like in tune with their feelings instead of feeling like emasculated for feeling.
I also feel like it's interesting considering he is such a creative. Like a lot of times I feel like with creative people where like, oh my God, they're so in tune with how they feel. They're so emotional. And that doesn't sound like he's like that at all.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, honestly. He should try to be more open. Maybe he should go to therapy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's called the therapy of Maddison, where we talk through our feelings and we date at the same time.
It's called a date. It's called a one-on-one.
It's called the Maddison effect. It works very, very well. It works wonders. For a nice, cute little... Wait, Niall's Irish, right?
I believe so, yes.
Oh my God, so St. Patrick's Day. It's like Niall's holiday. Yay.
Oh, he's living, girl. I'm about to watch Luck of the Irish today, girl. Disney Plus.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea. I'm going to copy. But first, let's talk about Nicki Minaj.
That's my girl.
So, she actually just surpassed a major, major milestone. She is the first female rapper to surpass a net worth of over $100 million. Her record label tweeted about it. They've used the hashtag Queen Tings. I mean, no surprise, but maybe it's just hard for me to imagine $100 million as a net worth for music.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited to hear how many different ways Nicki Minaj is going to rap about being the first female rapper in history to amass $100 million net worth. She's going to rap about that until the cows come home, and I am ready to imagine how rich I could be when I rap those same lyrics, man.
It's going to be like extra, extra, extra long money.
Yeah, it's going to be the longest money. So I'm ready.
I'm ready. Also, Courtney, are you ready to do a virtual
Miss Mika song?
Yep, ready?
I'm ready.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Tuesday to Mika Meeks.
How much do you love that microphone? Do you feel like you're in the studio right now?
I literally feel like I am. There's a podcast host that I love, Maddison. His name is Kid Fury, and I've watched him on YouTube for a very long time, and then he did a podcast. I feel like Kid Fury, like the watered down, light diet Kid Fury. I feel like a superhero. I'm living for it. Shout out Eddie.
I love it. Also, thank you guys so much. Everyone's loving the Miss Mika song. Hey, nothing's going to stop us from celebrating Mika, Tequila Tuesday, Wesley Wednesday, Thick Thursday, Shame on Friday. Nothing will stop us. But let's go. What'd you say?
I said no things.
No things. Okay, let's talk about Ariana Grande. We need to go snap some necks. So, she had a terrifying thing happen over the weekend, you guys. TMZ reports that an obsessed fan made his way onto her doorstep. It happened over the weekend. Police say a man in his 20s made his way onto Ariana's property and, quote, brazenly knocked on her door and asked for her. Ariana's property manager answered the door and said she wasn't home. And then police later found the guy and arrested him. And when they found him, he had a love letter for Ariana that included directions to her house.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. That is creepy AF.
What is that?
Also, I'm just like, how the hell did he get onto her doorstep? Of course, her security team doesn't know how he got up there.
No, sounds like just like what happened with Kim and the Kardashians. Sounds like everyone would be fired and out of a job. Absolutely not.
It sounds like somebody was taking a tiger snooze when they should have been watching the cameras.
Like if Ponytail get her neck snapped, oh my God, could you imagine the wave of negativity that will fall upon that security crew? Like they need to be doing their jobs.
Well, and also just imagine being a property manager, like opening the door and there's this strange man saying like, I'm here for Ariana. Where's Ariana? Like I would be scared just being the property manager.
I don't like that. Celebs got to stay safe. And they have to like do background checks on their security. Like, have you ever taken a bullet before? Like, I need to know. Like, how far are you willing to go? Like, I don't need you to tackle me. I need you to jump in front of the rainstorm of bullets. Like, that's what I need you to do. That's efficient to me.
Exactly. Everyone is freaking out. We have Nicole saying security team is fired. We have Jakara saying creepy. Tiny Media, that is creepy. Lee said celebs need better security. And then Jake Mack said, didn't she just get swatted? Maybe it was him. So there was this time where several celebrities, someone would call and make a very scary claim, and it would send the SWAT team to their houses.
Oh my God. Yeah, that happens all the time, girl.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So that did happen to Ariana. And then even more recently than when she got swatted, she had someone call and claim that there were gunshots heard around her house. So this is now the third kind of scary, not really knowing how people know Ariana's address instance in a pretty short matter of time.
I don't like that. Like, YouTubers already get stalked, like, here. So, like, I can imagine the volume when it's, like, a celebrity and their address gets out there. That's terrifying, man. Because people are crazy.
It's really scary. I mean, I even remember when we had our situation, like, there was stuff being posted about us online that was scary. And so I just can't even imagine being Ariana Grande. And especially at a time when everyone's home. Like, that's what makes it 10 times scarier. Like, when the whole thing with the Kardashians happened, like, no one was home. You never know what property they're going to be at. But right now, unfortunately, we're at a time where everyone should be home if they're not. And so now it's scary.
Like I said, Maddison, the whole security, it would be like a no questions asked. Like, here are your papers, GTFO, and see you never. And let this be your last check.
Exactly. And Carol said they say bad things happen in threes.
Well,
not wrong. Not wrong.
The next thing should be a firing of the security team.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, you guys, we're going to get into some Selena Gomez news. So if you guys are ready for Selena and Justin news, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and start putting your emojis in the chat. I'm
crying because I can see my own face on the delay. Annoying. I forgot. Annoying.
You guys, this is live and we are at our home, so you never know what's gonna happen.
When Courtney Revolution disappears and just Courtney's face jumps out, I said.
What's funny is I just knew exactly what that situation was. Anyway, so go ahead and get your things in the chat, you guys. We're gonna kick it off. I know yesterday we didn't have Selena Gomez news and you guys were very stressed, but we have some.
You guys are very stressed.
Okay. She's okay amidst everything. However, she is feeling the effects of everything getting canceled. She posted a selfie on her makeup artist's Instagram page. They captioned it, "Since our photo shoot got canceled, let's post a selfie instead." Because she was already full glam. Everything was all done up. So it is unfortunate, but happy to see she's okay. She's taking it in stride. I know a lot of people have been worried because Selena kind of falls under the category of the immune compromised. Amidst all of this, but she seems to be definitely taking the necessary precautions. Like, she looked totally okay in the picture.
Maddison, I'm literally here, by the way. Okay, good. Everyone was freaking out because my thing, like, disappeared. I'm here.
Courtney is missing. Oh,
I'm
hold
here.
on. Oh, now I'm seeing it back on the delay, and you did disappear. But he's here. Okay, good.
I'm here, I promise.
Okay. Everyone's
Madison,
fine.
Run it back by me one more time. I was concerned.
No, you're fine. Okay, can you guys hear Courtney though? Oh, he's back. Okay, I think he's coming. Okay, I think it's fine. So basically, Selena Gomez picture on her makeup artist Instagram. Girl is okay. People were worried because she falls under the immune suppressed or immune compromised, but she's good.
Y'all, Selena is probably in the house with some clothes underneath the door and some filtered air coming into that bedroom. She is fine. Not saying that she can't be fine, but I imagine with like Tom Hanks, Idris Elba, I would not be leaving the house. Period. At all.
Oh, same. No, I mean I'm not leaving the house. I have zero plans.
I don't have a reason to. Every day I'll be here.
I have enough food for right now. We're good. I got libations over here. We're fine. I'm good. Now everyone.
And Wesley says, unlike Miley, ... Courtney is now Wesley.
But is he wrong though? Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
He is not wrong.
Oh, I'm dying. Also, I see Ellie said, dude, I'm terrified. My baby is coming in a month. Everyone who's an expectant mother, I feel for you at this time. I have a cousin who's getting ready to have a baby. Just, you guys, we're sending you positive vibes because I can't imagine already having the stress of having to give or have childbirth and then this on top of it. But hopefully everything will be okay. Okay, let's talk about Justin Bieber.
Okay.
And a little bit more about Niall Horan. So he recently did an interview, Niall did an interview with Glamour magazine where he admitted that he feels sorry for Justin Bieber after seeing his documentary. Niall was commenting on the pressures of fame at a young age and noting that at least in One Direction, they all had each other. But Justin was solo, and he said, with solo stars like Justin Bieber, people didn't realize the pressure that he was under. He went on to say, quote, "We were always lucky that we had each other. He had his manager and security guy. We had our manager and our security team, but we also had each other to share the experience with. I always felt sorry for Justin in that respect."
Well, I agree because, with One Direction, it's 5 guys doing the same thing. When you're a solo artist, it's literally just like one person and then like their team, but they're not exactly on the stage with you. They're not doing the vocal exercises. They're not feeling the same kind of fatigue. So like, I get it. Like, well, I've never been in that position, obviously, but I can imagine.
Courtney and I are best friends with our security team too, and our security team is Hit It Leo and Shambong Dave.
Period. Like, you will get your next now.
Exactly.
I couldn't imagine like having the weight of the world on your shoulders and like no one else there to sort of like put a hand on your other shoulder and be like, it's all right, we got this. Just a couple more shows left or just a couple more songs left. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. And I guess I feel like Niall Horan is kind of the perfect person to speak on this situation because I feel like he has experienced fame from both sides, like in the group and now he's solo. So I feel like he can definitely kind of attest to both sides. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Niall. Also shout out to Jakara. Guys, I'm scared about this virus because I also fall under the list of easily getting sick because I have asthma. So I've been stuck in the house. Jakara, stay inside.
Stay inside. Maddison, I tell you, I never realized how much of a weirdo I am, or I didn't realize until this time. Because to me, life is, girl, it is exactly the same minus this.
No,
it's the same. So like, I would encourage people, just a quick quarantine break. I would encourage people to check up on friends that you might not talk to often. Don't send them a text, send them a FaceTime. They ain't going nowhere. You could play some board games. You could watch a YouTube video. You could watch some old reruns of this. Just make sure to stay busy. Do something because you don't want to get sad thinking about what's going on in the world.
Right, exactly. I feel like you have to find a healthy balance of looking things up, but then also not. Like, that's what's so great about the morning tea is we do talk about it and we address it, but we also are talking about Niall Horan and Justin Bieber. So it just kind of helps, like, give you a little break. Because I even found myself when I got home, I was looking so much at stuff and the news and stuff happening in San Francisco that I was literally starting to like have that tightness in my chest. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to like get my work from home space ready. I want to get excited to see the Tea Tribe. So I definitely think, Courtney, you're so right. It's such a balance of trying to kind of stay informed, but also just check in with your friends, be okay, and also just take whatever precautions you guys need to be taking. Also, real quick before we move on, did you feel like Niall was shading Justin Bieber at all or his other One Direction members? Because I didn't feel that way.
I don't think that he was being shady at all. He could have definitely said, tough cookie, sis, get over it.
No, exactly. You know that was just something that some people were kind of talking about. But I think we're good. Yeah. And also what's happening in San Francisco, I'm sorry I brought this up, but essentially the city is going put on lockdown. What's happening in Italy is happening in San Francisco, where people will only be allowed to go to doctor's visits and the grocery stores. So the city will be locked down. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I want the same thing to happen here. Shut it down. People don't listen. Shut it down.
True. The only thing that scares me is not being able to go home, but I agree. I think right now it's just like everyone just needs, I'm not going anywhere anyway.
You know, I want there to be, when you're dumb expletive leave the house, I want there to be police on the corner of your street asking for your paperwork to know where you're going and why you're going there. That's what I want. And then
Yeah.
I want, when you walk into CVS, I want there to be Miss Honey that I see all the time standing there with a thermometer to be giving out thermometer tests. Yes, we need to take your temperature, because people think that it's cute and it's sweet shaking it in the beach and going outside and doing backflips down the road talking about it's not going to get me. And at the end of the day, you're not about to get everyone sick. Like, this is a very serious thing, and I'm sick of people acting like it's a conspiracy or that it's something to not take seriously. Like, girl, you will die. It's just very that simple. That's the reality. And I wish that people would take it as seriously as it is.
No, I completely agree. But now, you guys, we're going to get into this Malika. We got Malika news, Kim news, Kylie news, and then we'll talk about Khloe and Tristan. So are you ready for our first virtual turn your volumes down for?
Oh, let's see if this is going to get it. Let's go see. Okay, hang on. Okay. Kardashian Tito! Hello to everyone in my living room.
Oh my God, I loved it. That was so good. Okay. Everyone is loving it. Yes. We have Jay saying, stay safe, y'all. Check out channel for beauty vids. There you go. Jay's going to bring the beauty vids. So thank you, Jay. We appreciate you. Everyone's loving it. And Lee, please tell your husband's boss to get it together. And if not, Courtney and I will come and lay some knowledge. Okay, but you guys, let's first kick it off with Malika. She gave birth to her baby boy. Posted a photo on her Instagram. His name is in the picture. It was just a picture of hands. But all of the Kardashians were in the comments wishing her well. And I know Malika was getting trolled for feeling like she was pregnant forever. But now she's a baby, so we don't have to see her.
Now, like you said, people don't have to ask, well, when are you going to have the baby? Malika, it feels like you've been pregnant forever because I'm weird and I've been counting the months that you've been pregnant. Like, I mean, she had the baby. She's got a good nail on. Oh,
I just always thought that was so hilarious of how she was getting trolled for feeling like she was pregnant too long. I'm like, do you think she's choosing to literally have a bowling ball in her stomach for longer than necessary? Like, no,
it's like, do y'all want the baby to cook or not?
Thank you. People are ridiculous. I think you're so right when you say that people will find any reason to troll. If someone, you know what I mean? Like, if anyone related to the Kardashians is just open to the trolling 24/7.
Girl, I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't.
No, I know. Also, we got to shout out Fessy. She did a cute little mood. Hi, Fessy. Hi, Fessy. Oh, I think we can't see you guys, but I think we're good. Back. Everyone's good. And yes, the baby had very long fingers. The baby did have very long fingers.
The longer to slap you with. Don't play.
Yes, and I know you guys are having some issues seeing us, but if you can still hear us, we're still going to keep it pushing. We're still going to keep it going.
Okay.
I think we're back. Okay, we're good. They can see us now. So let's talk about Kim Kardashian. Okay. She found a lobster walking down her street.
Me.
A literal, like a one that you like cook and eat, like a real lobster.
Who's
right? Isn't that kind of gross?
Yeah.
So people were saying like, wow, this is really a sign of the apocalypse because why the F are lobsters walking down the street? Now, the lobster has its own Twitter account.
Bye.
At Calabasas Lobster. And I guess I'm just assuming. But the lobster tweeted, I think I just walked by Kim Kardashian's house. And like, I bit Kanye 100 times. And like all this stupid stuff. It literally has 2,500 followers.
Madison.
You know how heated these things get me.
Madison.
Calabasas Lobster.
Why? How did she get there? The lobster. I just want to know.
I don't know how the lobster got there, but I just really hate that someone out there is going to profit off making a Twitter account at Calabasas Lobster. Like, I really hate it.
Well, Madison, the next time you see a piece of lint on the floor, you pick that lint up and you take a picture of it and you go, Hollyscoop's lint ball, and here it is. And we're going to tweet fun stuff from the lint ball. We're going to get a coin, too. We're going to tell all the boys and girls to drink their water, and we're going to get a brand deal with Fiji. Yes, we will. And then that's how it's going to go. It's just as simple as that. And y'all will support the Hollyscoop lint ball. Thanks.
Could you... I feel like now, in the midst of this staying home, we need to take a picture and call the Hollyscoop Flint Ball. Okay, when I do my laundry this week, I'm doing it.
Hollyscoop Flint Ball, girl. That's it.
Hollyscoop Flint Ball. And we're just going to make the morning tea grow even more.
Don't be mad at Kim. Just do it in your own way. That's all.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, let's move on. I see you guys all talking about the lobster. How I would follow the limp ball. Shout out to Chelsea. Oof. Chelsea said she would follow our limp ball. Ellie said yes, the limp ball. And then Elise said it was exploring to see if it was cool for the rest of the lobsters to invade. Now, Elise, I don't like that. I don't like the thought of lobsters invading.
The lobsters will not invade. I'm going to tell you right now because I'm going to tell you how to scare them. All you got to do when you see one is just go on ahead and get you a pot of hot water and see how fast she scurry down the road. That's all you got to do. If you got an extra hand, if you could carry the big pot of hot water with one hand, you get your butter brush and dip it in some butter and come on outside with your pot and your butter and see how fast that lobster run away. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
I just literally now can picture you like running outside with a pot of boiling water.
Oh,
like,
yes. I'm going to get you.
Kill
Absolutely.
all the lobsters. Oh, have you seen that everyone, sorry guys, going off docket really quick, has been watching Contagion?
Right now? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Isn't Gwyneth Paltrow in that?
Yes, and it's literally about obviously like a scary movie about a disease. And just PSA, don't watch that right now.
I didn't watch it then. I certainly ain't watching it now.
I feel like that's just bad juju. Like we don't need any more. We don't need any more.
I'm good. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't want to see it when it came out. I was like, well, girl, that could really happen. And here we are. So I'm glad I didn't see it. Because my mind, it opened up too many folders and then I get worried. No.
Right. And I already don't like scary movies. Could you imagine me watching a scary movie inside my quarantine alone? Hell no.
And you can't go nowhere.
Exactly. Then I'm going to be like, I don't know, having a helicopter over to somebody. And we all know I can't afford a helicopter, so that would be really bad. Okay, let's talk about Kylie Jenner.
Okay.
She hinted at the fact that her and Travis are back together again. Or my other theory is that her and Justin Bieber are in the same book club. So she posted an Instagram story that had different books. And the top book was titled, Only Love is Real, A Story of Soulmates Reunited.
Reunited.
Does it feel so good? I don't know.
She said, let me read this and call my braids. Girl.
I'm just like, why is she trolling?
Because she know that we gonna talk about it.
Like, and she's trolling
we talking about it.
I know, it's just so annoying.
It's funny because I don't believe it's a sham. It's obviously not a sham. But like, I love that the Kar Jenners, at least Kylie anyway, is just a master of like leaving something. Because then it reminds me of like, didn't we do something where we were talking about how there was like a picture in the background and it was evident that it was put there on purpose. And then she came back like, y'all relax, but only at the height of not the outrage, but of the questioning, of the curiosity. It's like the same scenario. We do it every 3.5 weeks.
Yeah. That was literally whenever her and Travis like hadn't announced that they had broken up. But remember, she had a picture of them in the corner of her closet and then removed it. And that's kind of when the rumor started. And she was like, no. And then literally like 3 weeks later, it was like, Kylie and Travis are broken up.
He's like, girl, who you trying to fool?
Wild. And then, okay, Dahlia Diaz is coming in with the confusing theory, but I also love it. I don't know, might be Tyga.
Imagine if Kylie had been dating Tyga this whole entire time and the studio thing was just the first slip up she had. Could you imagine?
Honestly, you guys know I don't hate Kylie and Tyga. The only reason I hate them is because the first time they dated, Tyga stopped making bops. So I have an issue with that.
You were like, he got poor and the music quality decreased.
Exactly. So that's my only thing. As long as if they've been dating this whole time, then we know he's still capable of producing them well with Kylie. Or if they were to get back together, I just need the same quality of music because that did not happen previously and that would scare me.
I agree. I just want Tyga to keep making good music. He could be with Kylie all he wants. She's rich. He has his own. He's got a child. She's got a child. Like, they could work, to be honest. But, I mean, I'm all right with her and Travis, to be honest.
I like her and Travis, and I've always said, I feel like even if they don't have forever together, I feel like they still have one more run. So, like, even if she were to end up with Tyga, I feel like she has to see things through with Travis one more time. to really figure out what she wants.
And plus, as far as we know, this has not been like a Khloe Tristan where like Travis has like cheated on Kylie and we have the video and you know what I mean? So like I feel like why not give it another go?
I mean, Tyga definitely had some unfaithful moments, but I feel like when they finally broke up, they essentially broke up just because they had been together through a lot of Kylie's like young adult years, and he didn't want her to look back and be like, oh, I didn't have a normal, early 20s life. Like that's why essentially they broke up. And so I feel like there's always room to potentially go back and revisit after everything's done with Travis. However, I have to say, Mercedes said that I'm sorry, but I can't unsee Tyga not having a chin. Is that a meme that I need to look up? Of Tyga not having a chin?
Dude, just ain't got a chin, don't let you trash. I would rather my man not have a chin and be good than not have it. Like you know what I'm saying? Than have a chin and be horrible. You don't need no chin. What you need a chin for?
I thought it was funny because I love like my favorite meme is of what Kylie Jenner sees while she's in the boudoir.
Yeah, I saw.
And it's like Travis's braid is like, oh. And so I was like, wait, if there's something with Tyga not having a chin, I must look this up. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll post it on the Instagram so you guys can see.
If he ain't got no chin, y'all, he still make the hits.
Exactly. Now, Mr. Makeshift said Kylie needs to figure out what she wants first, and I think she definitely does.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Now, watch her go through all of this, and then Kylie wind up putting out a statement like, I'm better off alone. And she moved to the farm alone with her babies and call it a day. Kylie's farm.
Don't even manifest this. Don't even manifest that, please. Do not.
Kylie about to usher in the new age of independent relationships and dating yourself. Imagine.
That's true. That is true.
I could see her doing that.
There's money there, which means Mama Chris might say, publicly, this is what we're doing. You can do whatever on private, but publicly we're doing this. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the Khloe and Tristan news. So please give this video a thumbs up. Please help us out and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're sharing the morning tea now more than ever. Everybody needs a nice little break in their day. So tell your friends.
Tea.
Tell your friends you got a good show and a good distraction for them.
Share the wealth and share the tea.
Yes, and should we go ahead and I think we should start Khloe and Tristan off with the tequila shot.
Oh my God, I literally forgot. Good job.
Do you have your tequila?
I pull it out. Do you know how you pulled out, you guys, the other day, literally Madison pulled out a full bottle of disinfectant out of her bag. And I called her the grandmother from Halloween Town. I literally just reached down and I just pulled out my tequila. Let me pour my shot. You go on ahead with the story, Madison.
Also, by the way, Haley just reminded me that it is also Rob Kardashian's birthday. So shout out to Rob Kardashian. Rob. I hope he emerges from the basement and celebrates his B-Day.
Madison, it's very normal for me to have tequila at work. No.
I know. I normally would not be doing a tequila shot at home alone, but I don't feel bad about it because I'm with you and I'm with the tea tribe, so I feel like it's not drinking alone, right?
Tea.
And honestly, now that everyone's working from home, everyone can participate in Tequila Tuesday no matter what.
Y'all see me casually checking to see if I have tea in here to chase? Me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I'm going to try it without a chaser. Because I brought the Don Julio's 1942.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, cheers. Virtual cheers, everybody. Clink. Woo. That woke me up. Now I feel ready to talk about Khloe and Tristan. Okay, so remember yesterday we talked about the photo that Khloe posted of her and True with the caption, "The only thing I need you to remember is how much your daddy and I love you." Yesterday how this photo kind of fueled rumors that her and Tristan are back together. Well, we were not the only ones who thought this, okay, you guys? Other people were just continuing to comment on this all day, and finally Khloe actually responded to someone to clarify what the status is, but she didn't clarify at all. So someone asked if this means that her and Tristan are back together, and Khloe responded saying, "It means her parents love her beyond measure."
Chris said it ain't that time yet. That's what she said. The show don't have a premiere date, Madison, right?
Mm-hmm.
The digital series. Y'all, watch. When the premiere date of this digital series with Khloe and Tristan and True come out, that's when we're going to see this in overdrive. They'll be a little bit more deliberate. They're going to want to get you guys upset. They're going to want to get us upset. You get what I'm saying? So that we can come and tell you guys and get you guys riled up so you guys can watch the little tired show. So, I mean, it's not a bad plan. It's just to us, people like us, it's a very obvious plan.
Exactly. I saw this and I saw the headlines of like, Khloe responds to her relationship status with Tristan Thompson. I'm like, where was the response? She didn't say expletive. She just said, basically reiterated what the caption says, that they both love True. And I'm like, if anything, this doesn't kibosh split rumors. This fuels them even further for me.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all know they back together.
Right?
Y'all know they back together.
Right? Okay, first I want to shout out Daya Diaz, because she said, FYI, my hubby wants a Miss Mika mixtape. I know. We need to get on that. We need to get on it. But I see you guys just thinking that this is absolutely BS. That's what Natalie said. BS from Khloe, rolling my eyes. And does she think we're that stupid?
Yes. I want to shout out Robin Coletti. Hey, I'm back. I don't know if you remember me, but if you do, shout me out. I do remember the name Robin Coletti because I always think of Stephen Coletti from Laguna Beach. So, Robin, you'll never be forgotten.
Hi, Robin.
Never.
But how stupid do you think Khloe thinks we are?
She thinks that we are going to be outraged, which is good for the ratings for the digital series. And she thinks that she is going to make us curious enough to at least watch the first couple episodes, I'm sure, so that they can take those numbers to someone else and see if maybe we can get maybe a Facebook show out of Courtney traveling, maybe in my wildest Taylor Swift dreams. Maybe Kylie wants to go shopping for farms and there's a series in that. Kylie building her family somewhere else. Maybe Maddison finally, we will find out what exactly Kris Jenner does when she's not being the person that holds the family together. These are the kinds of stories that I'm interested in. Like, what does Kris do? Kylie, right. I want to know what it's like for you to buy a farm. And Courtney, go away and travel and take your babies.
Right. No, I completely agree. I think what's unfortunate is with the amount of trolling that Khloe has done and like us talking about it with the T Tribe, that when she does announce she's back together, there's not going to be as much outrage as everyone thinks. And I think people are going to definitely be like, oh, okay, wow, I can't believe she's with him. But I think that will only last for so long until people are with you and are wanting something deeper and something more than just surface level relationships. Like people actually wanting to know like what Kris, how Kris manages this multi-million-dollar family, Kylie moving on to the next phase of her life, like Courtney traveling or being Courtney. Like I think that this outrage will actually be super short-lived the longer they drag it out. I
have one last good idea.
Oh, don't give them any more ideas, but okay.
I want to give them this one because this is something that I would attend. Now, I know a while back we did a report or we talked about on the show, Kylie had like trademarked like Kylie Con or Kylie conventions or stuff like that. I really, 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 truly think, Maddison, instead of doing a digital series, Kylie needs to lead a convention where each member of the family teaches a masterclass, and then they all do a panel masterclass on like family and business, or like family loyalty and business, and how that can sort of like intermingle and be successful. Because, we have lots of people that work together and they say, don't work with your friends or don't work with your family, but they've made it work. So how did they do that on such a big scale?
Courtney, that's like
beyond the tape. You know what I mean?
That's like too good of an idea. That's too good of an idea.
Girl, I know.
Like if that happens, I'm literally going to pull this clip of us, Morning Tea, Quarantine Edition, Special Edition, Sleepover Edition, and send it to Kris and be like, hi, he'll take his 15%. Because we don't take 10, we take 15. That is such a good idea.
A free ticket.
Like, that is an amazing idea. It's like BravoCon, but Kar Jenners, and business related.
I think that would be interesting. Like,
right?
Beyond the meet and greets. Like, I care about, like, it would be cool to meet Kylie, but like, I want to know more so about like, all right, you've been given this large lump sum of money. Like, how it appears, right? Mm-hmm. How do you decide what you want to do with it and keep it coming in? How do you make those decisions, Chris? Right?
No, you're right. I mean, you're completely right. I mean, our motto for this year has always been #secure the bag 2020.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, even amidst chaos. So honestly, that's a fantastic idea. I love it.
I would pay for it. I'm just saying.
I know. And I'm also just mad that now this is out in the universe. And like I said, if it happens, we're calling them and we're taking our 15%. I don't care what anyone says. And not me. I'm just going to be the bulldog who's like, he needs
literally, y'all. Maddison will be like, give this man his money.
If that's not real life, I don't know what else is.
Really?
That, I will absolutely be like, Kris Jenner, 'tis time. And I don't know why I have 2 phones now, but I do. That's how serious I am about this. All right, you guys, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for bearing with us during all these technical difficulties and just like the lagging and us figuring it out. We'll get better as the week goes on, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the meantime, we're going to have a lot of videos coming, not a lot, but we're going to have more videos coming out on Hollyscoop. Daily Rewind is not going to be the same, but in place, we're just going to have a fun video that, is about your fave. So you guys definitely check that out. We also have some other videos going up. So please show them some love during this time. You guys are inside. Why not break up your binge watching with a little Hollyscoop?
Yeah.
Open that phone up. Exactly. We're here for you no matter what, and we will be back here for Wesley Wednesday in our houses. Don't worry, Wesley Wednesday.
There's something to say, because when we ask what Wesley say, you got to say something iconic. That's Wesley Wednesday. At a certain point during the show, we gonna go, what Wesley say? And we all gonna look in the chat and see what Wesley got to say. And then we gonna repeat it to the Key Tribe so y'all all can know what Wesley said.
Exactly. So you guys will be back for that, so prepare yourselves for what Wesley said. And we will see you guys tomorrow right here. Don't be late, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys make sure to like, share, and subscribe and follow on social media too. Don't forget Shambong Dave and Hit It Leo, because they're helping us with all this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes. Okay, let's try our first virtual Hit It Leo.
All right. Bye, y'all. Hit it, Leo. Wherever you are. Oh my God.
We don't know where Leo is, but